Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today I would like to make a video where I discuss with you a couple of my personal opinions and tips for making parenting easier. Parenting is not easy. Parenting is a learning game as you go. You can Google search things, you can ask people for advice or their opinion on things, how they did them, but everybody learns at their own pace in their own way, and I want this video to be educational and just simply helpful in a couple of things to think about to help make your life easier. So if you just listen to these things, truly, it will be helpful. Even if you only got one little thing from this video, I just want to make sure that the parents out there are really making sure their life does not need to be as hard as it already is. So the first thing that I put on my list is baby-proof everything. And I don't just mean putting like locks on doors. Go through your house, follow your child. I don't know what age your child is, but I'm assuming it's a little bit of a difficulty right now, and see what they get into. My daughter seemingly seemed to be a little bit more challenging than other children her age. When I would go to other people's houses that even had children her age, they weren't getting into everything like my daughter was. They were listening better. And mine is just really curious, and so just constantly opening and retrying different doors and locks. And brilliant, yes, but it can be challenging for the parents. So I have a list I'll link down below that should be helpful for you if you are looking for products and don't know where to begin on baby proofing. Please go through all of your house and baby proof the heck out of it, so that way your life is easier. You can just relax when you're at home in your safe space. You don't want to feel overwhelmed or stressed or worried about leaving them for 5 minutes so you can take a quick shower. You want to be able to rest easy knowing everything is baby proof. So that's going to help you, obviously. I know it seems like a simple answer and an obvious tip, but for real, just baby proof it all. The second thing that I thought of is to put cameras everywhere, and I don't want it to be invasive, because the thing is it can very quickly turn into that, especially it's like once you turn them on, when you turn them off. And if you have an issue with privacy or whatever, that's fine, don't do this. But I had a camera in her room so that I knew, at least when she was crib sleeping, when she was sleeping or what she was doing, or nap time, when she woke up, whatever. And then I had one in my bedroom, because then we were co-sleeping and I wanted to make sure that if I left her in the room to take a nap in the bedroom, again, I can watch her. So really my cameras were inside only for watching her. So you could get a mobile camera that you could put up and just have set up on Wi-Fi or just in range, and then if your child is somewhere, anywhere, you can kind of keep an eye on them if they are somewhere you're not. If I had to go do yard work outside, but my daughter was up playing or napping, I could go do that, bring the camera with me, kind of thing. So yeah, cameras are definitely something to look into as well. The third thing I would say, and this can apply to all ages, bring snacks all the time. Now, if your baby is an infant or little, then bring milk, bring formula, bring your pumped milk, whatever you can do, bring snacks all the time. Anywhere you go, be prepared with snacks, because sometimes you'll be somewhere where you're stuck, you're in traffic, they're hungry, you are waiting in line, it's a distraction. It's good to have snacks on lock all the time. Plus, it can come in handy for you yourself if you're hungry and they're not and you want something. Always have toys in every room. It was something I learned very quickly. I'm a big aesthetic person, and it even kind of bothers me to this day that my rooms can't stay aesthetically pleasing. You're gonna have loud colored toys, you're gonna have noisy toys, you're gonna have a little bit of a mess, but have toys in every room. And then along with that, try to stay organized with them so that your child doesn't feel bored quickly, because that is something that happens, is that if your children have chaos all the time around, that's how they'll live. That's not how they won't feel peace, and they'll be completely disinterested in the toys that you have purchased, and toys are not cheap. So definitely keep them organized and spread out amongst your house. The next thing is come up with a list of activities that you can do either inside or outside of your house, and for the day, spread those activities out. I was a stay-at-home mom for a very long time, and when that happened, I wanted to make sure that I was keeping my daughter occupied. Would do crafts, I would go outside and I would put her in a little pool, I would take her places. You need to allow your child to have some differences in their life, so mixing it up. Let them see what the world is all about. Take them with you on trips. Take them with you going to the zoo, the library, the park, everywhere, because your child will be bored quickly and you do not want them to have to rely on screens to entertain them all the time. It's just not healthy and it's not good for their mental health or anything. Being overstimulated is a real thing. So definitely spread out their activities and be creative. The next thing that you want to do, not only will it make your life simpler, but it will help your child, is plan play dates or look up places nearby where you're located. And there are so many programs that offer free activities for your children. You can come with them most of the time, if not all the time. And then that way your children make friends and they're entertained for a bit. You get a little bit of a reprieve, but then they also get some socialization. Next thing I recommend, if you are going to have your child watch something on a screen, I just recommend Miss Rachel. I think Miss Rachel is a great show. I think that she is such a great teacher online. Highly recommended if you want your child to learn sign language, if you want your child to start learning colors and numbers and shapes. Kids love Miss Rachel. It's almost like the Mr. Rogers in my generation is Miss Rachel for my daughter's generation. The last thing I really want to emphasize, and this is something you probably hear all the time, but for real, make time for you. Make the time for you. Whether you need to find a sitter and pay them, you need some time for yourself at least once a week. You need to be taking care of yourself. Make sure you're well fed, well rested, get your exercise, get your time with your friends in, and see your family. Get out, get moving, because as a parent, your mental health and self-care is so important. In order for you to be a good parent, you need to be energized enough to be a parent. So I just highly recommend to make some time for yourself as well. I think this is everything that I had written down today to help you just making your life simpler, things to think about when you are parenting and you just want less of a load on for yourself. So I hope it was helpful in some regard. Thank you so much for listening to today's video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click the bell button to be alerted when I post. I upload a new video every Monday and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, stay sassy. Bye guys.